I'm trying so very hard to get my Spotify working. One moment. Okay. You guys have been hearing engine noises, because I'm close to stuff in Minecraft. I'm back. I'm not going to be here long tonight, but maybe I'll do another quick stream later if I have time. I was going to do a long stream right now. I really was. And then I got the bat call, the bat signal, for a Destiny 2 raid. And I've been trying to do a Destiny 2 raid for weeks now. And I can't miss this opportunity, because I feel like the opportunities to do raids in that game are going to be fleeting in the near future. When just some of the activity dies down, it's not going to come back, most likely. But that game's still going strong. Anyways, Minecraft. I'm going to try to design some little vehicles, a little bike specifically. I've been trying really hard to do just that. Here's some funny guys I was trying to design the other day. And I'll switch to the survival world while I'm yapping, just so I can show you guys some of the digging that I did. I'm all set up to plop down farms and stuff in that world, but one thing I really want / need is kelp, and I am very likely thousands of blocks away. So I just want to make something that I can hop in and get me there safely. Hopefully also I could grab some sheep and put inside to steal, and then go back. Really want / need that. And I've made both of my flying islands, the jumbo one and the little one, just for precise build making. And those are great. I just need more stuff to build them still. I need wool. I used a lot of wool just to get those balanced really efficiently. And I don't have any wool in my survival world. I'm also out of food, which is why I need to get the farms going. But I spent a while off stream, literally just digging out this whole space. I left a couple of boulders here because I thought it was funny, and I kind of just carved them out of the rock. But there's plenty of space down here on this side of the hill for all of my farm work to start happening. And then on the other side of the hill where I terrace downward, I'll have a lot more levels than just the one on this side. And I plan to have sprawling town as much as I can in this area. I want to make multiple towns in this world, but that's long-term stuff, and we're here right now. I still need a name for this place, but there's not even a single completed building. So maybe at that point is when it would get a name. Or when it has a proper resident besides me. I'll go back to my creative world. I'll probably only be streaming like 40 minutes or 2 hours. I don't know. It's gonna depend on when I get the second bat signal that says, okay, it's time to raid. Just loading up my creative world again. I'm using my creative world to make vehicles just because I find it easier to do that while I'm flying and stuff, and I don't have a proper workshop. and it helps me get my ideas out before I'm there with the Minecraft progression. You can see this was another failed attempt at bike. It's just like so wide. And I mean, sure, I could maybe put like a very big bike down, but I was finding like really glitchy interactions with these treads too. I don't remember if it was this one specifically. I don't know how to rotate with this one. Everyone else does. I haven't cracked that code. I don't think I have the really broken ones here. I think I sort of like just discovered a really glitchy way, at least on my own. I don't know if anyone else has done this yet, but I've discovered just a glitchy way that the tank treads want to interact with things. And I'll show you guys right now. I just need to throw a little facsimile of tank treads together as I talk here. I'm looking for the Aeronautics tab. Whoa, I said that funny. If you get the tracks and you need a suspension key for this, the suspension key is also from tracks. And you had it on, it can be just like this. If you take this and put it in mode position, which you have to just right click the air to get to, and then put this inside of itself, and I think just like this, something really strange starts to happen. Whoops. Well, it went flying. But this will do. If it attaches to anything on the other side, it latches on. Like, it is stuck on there. And it's not like a light stick. It's a pretty solid stick that is capable of, like, rolling. And I think that's fascinating. It's definitely very glitchy. If you put, like, drive into these, I think they just kind of don't. They don't wanna. It's too much for them. I need to open my chat on my phone. I need to know when new creatures are speaking. There we go. Now I can hear and see you creatures. I'm always watching. Anyways. Let me get a motor on here. And if I just like put it at high speed, no, it actually kind of goes. I didn't test this a lot earlier. I just like discovered it. It was like, oh, that's weird. It goes, but like really slow, because I was testing it at a much slower speed. But isn't that fascinating? How does it handle like the turn? No. Yes? Oh my gosh. That is so weird. I don't know if this could be used on a vehicle. I mean, it probably can. It'd have to be like some sort of like wall climbing thing. It should be able to like get up. Huh. Wow. Yeah, up seems like a mightier task. Oh, it starts going eventually. This is at like 256 rotation speed. So while this does stick, it's like incredibly slow and inefficient and glitchy and bouncy and weird. And when it gets to the top, it's going to lose some of its thickness. I don't know if it's got enough to even go higher now that one's off. Well, I should be able to leave it right there. I'll just give it a little house so it doesn't go anywhere. Goodbye. This is the bike I've been working on right now. And I had a thought while I was getting ready for this stream, while I got the bat signal that I was talking about. If I need this to get a lot of distance and I don't have a lot of resources in my survival world, particularly fuel, I should slap mechanical saws on the front of this and get them to convert into charcoal inside, and then feed my generators just automatically. Or at least output to a chest and I can slap it in. That's fine too. that was just an idea I had, and I thought it seemed like a good one. Let's see if we can do anything about this strange little vehicle I've made. I really want to make something with, like, the profile of a bike so badly, and I think tank treads might be slightly better for it, but, like, I could just tank treads are a lot stabler, and they can still go decently fast, and I just want the profile of a bike. Like, I still think it doesn't have to be a specific bike for me. I think it's cool, is what I'm saying. So I think this is acceptable. I've been watching a lot of the show Lego Ninjago Masters of Spinjitzu lately, because I used to watch it as a little kid. And I was like, you know, I'll watch this again. And it's held up shockingly well. Shockingly well. There's a few iffy moments. They're usually followed by progressive moments that shit in the face of the iffy moments, though, which is nice. And the story of that show is surprisingly good, especially in the early seasons. But all that is to say, I saw recently on like season 6 or 7 of that show that the Blue Ninja J had a like tracked bike, kind of like this. Similar shape to this. I could probably even like pull it up on my phone. I wish I knew how to really quickly put images on my stream. I'll get there eventually. Plus, like, this character's had just a bunch of different bikes. Every character in that show just constantly gets a rotating cacophony of super-powered vehicles with borderline no explanation. Okay. My brain has struck me. I'm going to put this aside and we're going to start a brand new one. And it's going to be so perfect and good because my brain has struck me with an idea. Everybody brace. Brace yourselves. I have an idea. She is thinking. If I make one big, really long track and then I give it wheels and I slant the track, it will look funny and work, question mark, and profit. So let's put track in, give it a long track. Hopefully that's not too long. It's just basically scaling the vehicle right here. I can always just knock out some of this if I feel it's too long. I wish I could hide these. Isn't there a way to hide these? When sneak right-clicked with a wrench, hides the mount or visual suspension depending on the clicked face. Now, I think I've tried that and just destroyed them before, but let me try it more incessantly here. Okay, the top. Is it... Which side hides that part, though? See, that just destroys it. It fell into the void! No! It's gone! Okay, that's funny. The top hides it there. How do I hide that? Okay. Yeah, I want to make this invisible. I can make this invisible! Oh my gosh, this solves so many problems. Does it still have collision, though? Yes. Do not forget it has collision. That is important. But now I will take the suspension key and go back into position mode. I can't see where these are anymore. Oh wait, their collision box changes. Oh no, it doesn't. Does it? I don't think I can... Yeah, I'm stopped right here. But like, the block I look at changes with them, so I hope nothing hits them now. I drop it, but I want it to stay level right now. My only concern is that stuff has weight, right? I should drop it, because if that stuff has weight, Bye. Where'd they go? Sir? They're out of here. They're gone. All right. This is why anytime I determine a vehicle can fit a waystone, that vehicle gets a waystone. Stuff just goes flying in this mod sometimes, guys. I don't know. It's okay, but especially with these tracks, when I mess with the suspension keying, that's stable right there. But I think when you go up and down, it does not like it, is what I'm really starting to figure out. I want it to go up and down, but maybe it's just not an option. I wish, like, these could be bigger. Like, more track on them. Can they? Like, if I did this, does this, like, connect? No. That's just a track on top of a track. This one's a little shorter, but I'm figuring stuff out. I think the lack of solid blocks was the problem there. So let's give it some solid blocks. There and there. And I will steal the slabs from here. That's vertical slab. And give it a little base to stand on. And then I'll go around and make all these invisible. Aha. Okay, okay. I gotta keep checking my Discord a lot, because I won't hear the ping. So if I drop this, are we gonna phase through the ground? Are we here? Are we here to stay? If I let go of you? Okay. We're here to stay. I think there was no solid blocks when I hit the thing. So they really might not have collision. I mean, they're on that side, aren't they? Oh my gosh, the collision goes away. That's beautiful. I didn't realize I could hide those at any point. Oh look, it still does that glitch too. That's so weird. It's very jittery too. We're upside down. I wish I knew how to rotate. No. Do a full rotation. I'm struggling. I'm just gonna lock it and build upside down for a second. It's okay. Now that we have one track, I want this to basically be the front extremity of the vehicle. And hopefully that still, like, will collide with the ground at the front. It seems like it will. Probably will pretty well. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Okay, we figured out where the instability comes from. Okay. Okay, you don't like not having blocks there, do you? Oh, you don't like that. Here's my first thought to that problem. String blocks solve all of my other problems in this mod. They count as a perfectly solid block. That's just it flipping down, upside down and doing that glitch though. Okay, if we can manage to power this, which I don't even... Where even is the power anymore? Is it this one? Yeah, let's just keep that one invisible for a minute. If we manage to power this, and then I want the bulk of the vehicle to be back here, this is going to be sort of on a... I mean, I should put it on a swivel bearing, I think, to have it at an angle. But let's worry about the swivel bearing after the fact. and get a basic chassis happening. I want it to sort of be like a tank tripod is my idea now. The idea I had at the start of the stream here. I'm looking at Lego set 70501 for inspiration in case you want to look it up. I feel like in Lego stuff there's so much to look at for inspiration. With this sort of mod, that's part of why I've been watching Ninjago. Like every other episode in Ninjago, everybody's got a new cool vehicle. And every like season in Ninjago, there's something I've been preparing for you. Opens trapdoor in common space everyone's been in for like years, and the giant super jet comes out of the ground. It was a birthday gift. That's hardly a spoiler, don't worry. It's silly. It's a silly Lego show. I think the swivel bearing will need to live. And I don't know how to like just permanently lock a rotation either. That's something I need to figure out. Somewhere around there. Or I guess like in here. I really want this upright. It's kind of hurting my brain to build this way. If I search rotate, physics staff rotate mode. It's tab. Oh, please. Yes, I have figured it out. I did not know how to do this at any point. I feel accomplished. So I can just rotate any of these as I please? And I never knew? Oh my gosh. This changes everything. Look at me rotate this guy. I'll put the happy family back together though. Oh gosh. I'm putting him on his friend there. I think you were locked for a reason. And you're hardly built. So I'll just leave you there. Anyways. This is a solid start. I feel like every time I restart this, I'm getting a more solid start. I don't think you can stand on these treads. No. But okay. We can have it be about this wide here, I think. And then I think the swivel bearing would actually live in here. Let's grab our vertical slabs, because I don't like going to my inventory, I like going to grab stuff. That comes from years and years and years of me building with just pallets in the vicinity. So every time I need to switch blocks, I just fly over, grab block, fly back. I don't need a swivel bearing. It's just going to introduce instability. I can build sideways with copycat, right? Yeah, there's slope and stuff. Or like... Yeah, I just want slope. Because I can use that and just go like this. And sort of get a bent shaped section. Like that. There we go. They need to be apart from each other by one block diagonally to look right. Where did that go? Phantom block just got placed. There it is. this and this, then extend it down by 1. I have to look this way, I guess. And then do this and this and this. And then extend it by here. And now we have a funny shape that doesn't supposed to exist in Minecraft. Look at us. And we can put a wheel mount right there. Hamster wheel? Why is hamster wheel in my backpack? Wheel mount. Get the wheel mount. And get... Monster's tire might be too much. Monster's tire might be tremendous. This isn't where it's going to live, I just want to see the tire size. Monster tire may be enough. And I could just do one wheel, but that'd be really unstable and look a bit silly. So I'm gonna make a tripod. So let's... I'm trying to think of how I need rotation to be. Oh, chain drive will have them go the same way. If I get a encased chain drive, they can both face here this way, and then I can rotate them like this way, and then I can give them access to my power and all that. Then I get the wheel mounts both right here, and I slap them on like this. And is this starting to come into something that makes sense? It touches the ground. That collides. Perfect. Yo, and it gives good suspension? Okay. Okay. Oh. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Oh, she's a squirrely one. She's a wily one. Well, that was interesting. So it seems like these wheels kind of do a similar thing to that glitchiness, just on their own with no further modification. Whoa, that was loud, sorry. Sorry about that, I was moving my chair. This block isn't doing anything, so let's get rid of that. Should it have a longer track in the front? I think maybe the track's about right. That instability a minute ago was scary though. If the suspension's really pushed hard, does it glitch out? It kind of seems to, and then it bounces up. I mean, this is only going to get heavier as we go here. We can think about where the engine should live. And with any luck, we'll have enough space in here to have some functioning things happen. I'm going to put both of the engines, because I want at least 4,000 stress units just in case, right here, especially if I'm going to put a saw on this thing. And then I use the mod, I think, transmission and linkage. Yep, transmission and linkage, universal joint head, and brass universal joint rods are my new favorite thing. Because look what I can do. I'm not going to leave this because it's a bit not right yet, but I can go like this, and just at any angle, they're connected. Whoopee! Easy. This actually needs to be rotated, right? Because do I turn with my back wheels in this situation? Is that weird? Wait, is that bad? It's probably fine. What would be the more efficient way to turn? To like fully reverse a wheel? Not if you're going forward. Just from what I know, other vehicles I've seen, I'm no engineer for real, will turn with front wheels. But these can just turn with redstone, right? When powered from top, it brakes, and when powered from side, it steers. So I can just redstone link that up and do some things. Make sure I use very available blocks here. Okay. Put some redstone links on every angle of these. What is this value? Suspension strength. Whoops. Okay. Now I need to go around and make all of these receivers by giving them a shift right click. And it gives them a little radar dish. Okay, this is going to be a lot of commands here. And I might need to shift them around to get them in the right direction. But up here is brake, right? I'm just going to use a bunch of oak stuff for this. That's my current thinking. I'm just going to put the brake to both oak planks. I'm going to put most of these with wood at the start, actually. Just so things are consistent on this vehicle. I think it's a good policy to have one of your redstone link code things be the same on every part of the vehicle and just alternate the blocks in the other parts. So for brake, we have plank. Let's get stairs slab. It's moving. That's interesting. I'm gonna put the slab in this one. I think they both need to be like this. And then the stairs in this one. Then I'm gonna take a different linked controller because that one I used on a different vehicle. What is a linked controller hub? I don't know. There's a lot in this mod pack. Now I take this. This. Let's have be shift. And then this, I'm gonna guess, is D. And this I'm gonna guess is A. But I might have that perfectly backwards. So then this one's D again. And then this one's A again. I don't have any forward motion. But if we turn to the left, yeah, it's backwards. So U should be A, and U should be D. And then I go around and fix it. I think A. I might have already forgotten. No, it's fine. Good. Good deal. And then I can break them or whatever. Okay. Well, that's good. So if I were to put fuel in this, would just create blaze cakes. Clays. Blaze. Okay. I really want a clutch on these too. I could put the clutch in a couple places here. If I put it right here, then how do I reverse? Do I need the... Hang on. I need the special clutch from Create Aeronautics. I forget what it's called. Directional gear shift. Okay. Because this acts as a clutch and a gear shift all in one. And that's what I need. But gosh golly, is it going to activate from my redstone? Nope, it's safe. If I take more redstone links and put them here. And go get my log. This one can just be the wood, because this is our go. This is go and stop. Go and reverse. This is go and reverse. Thinking. We've already used slab. I have spruce in my survival too. But I want to stick to like a theme with the codes on these so they don't get mixed up with other vehicles in the future. That would be catastrophic. I'll use the hollow oak log and the oak log. So it's log, and then hollow, then log, and then log. Put that on W and put this on S. That looks accurate. Now these only need connect. Which would have an easier job doing it with encased chain drives right now than the special transmission and linkage, because I can go like this and I can go like that. Then if I go forward, it's backwards. Which one activated? That one. So that should be backwards. That should be forwards. Okay, if I go forwards. Okay. Now hold on. I think I've made something that works. Now hold on. Now hold on just a moment. Look at me making something that works. But the chain drive is not hooked up to go yet. It is just driving with the back wheels. I want it to have all-wheel drive for sure. Do I need like a different clutch? Go. Can I steal a rotation from back here and put it over there? I'd like to. And transmission and linkage will help us. It should connect. It's not far, not too far. It looks a bit funny, but hey, it works. But it's just going, because it's not at the clutch. It's not the clutch level there. Huh. I'm thinking for a second. I'm regarding this and thinking. Can this happen? Probably. I think that's in the clutch range. There we go. Now if I'm in here... Oh my gosh. It pivots off of the front. That's interesting. I mean, that should make it good at getting around things. But also it might drift into things in the back. Okay. Well, this is before any added, like, speed, too. Let's drive it off the edge and see what happens. Well, it stayed upright. Let's put a seat in here and give it a test. Yeah. Look at this thing go. I've made a vehicle that works on the ground. I've made so many flying monstrosities of coolness that balance perfectly. Because that makes more sense to my brain, but this was a struggle. Oh gosh. I hope I didn't make a PP mobile. Nobody quote me on that. And nothing, that was not intentional if it happened. I just need to give it more on its profile. This is the skeleton. Wait, clicking the engines? There we go. Oh, there we go. I didn't have the thing open. What if I press shift? I wanted to see the brakes. The brakes seem pretty good. They probably help on a hill. I don't have any slope tests in this world yet. I should. What platform are we at? We're at red platform. Where's my other platform? For some reason unmarked. The yellow platform's over there. All of my waypoints are really freaked out because I have deleted like that invalid one and that Shelfstead one and the Skekesar one over and over and over, and they are just back every time I load any of my worlds. Like, genuinely any of my worlds. It doesn't matter which world. See, here's my concern. When we're in a situation like this, it's hard to get around something. Because we're just getting caught and we have to fully back up. But what if there's not room to back up behind us? The lack of turning in front is an issue. Because my turn radius is really bad. Like I'm trying to turn to that pond and I think I'm gonna go around it. The turtle is not helping. Yeah. That is a bad turn radius, I think. But how do I fix it? Whoops. One thought I had is, what if I turn while braking? That doesn't help anything. If I could individually brake the front, maybe that'd be better. Genuinely. Because I could possibly just turn on a dime slowly. That's not very graceful either at the same time. So I'm trying to think of a different solution in my brain. I like this so far though. It's not as bouncy as it was earlier in a bad way. And it's just kind of balanced better at the moment. I feel like the slantedness of the front track kind of helps it balance in a weird way. Sorry about that. I'm real congested for some reason. I'm not sick, I don't think. One thought I have is I could put another wheel in the front. It'd look very dumb. It'd look incredibly dumb. But sideways for turning. But it would probably just largely get in the way and interfere with actual driving. What if I had a way to do wheelies? If I had a way to do wheelies, I'd be turning way better, right? Because I'd be turning with just the back. I don't know if... It might be this wheel setup itself that has such a bad turn radius. But I think that'd be better if I could do a wheelie. How would I do a wheelie? I do like how springus it is. Just putting some walls in here real quick. What? There we go. I need slab. Do I just have glass slabs by default? Well, I can use copycat. Here we go. Ooh. Where'd my copycat slab go? It's not a vertical slab though, is it? Do I have that? No. Let's do this. That sticks out way too much. It's a little bit odd shaped for sure. I'm trying to think if there's a way I could like really precisely control a wheelie. Because if I could do that, I could even like use the long front to step onto stuff higher. A little bit, I think. Whoa. Not a crazy amount of room in here. And you can just fall right out there. Oh my gosh. And you can glitch right through there. So be careful. And I can't stand there either. Probably just don't. Oh, these can go on their side. What the heck? Okay. Well, that's nice. Yeah, no problem. Goes on its side, no problem. So I can make this a bit smaller. Yeah, it looks better that way. That looks weird sticking out so much. It really does. I wish I could step on this track because it'd be a way to just go up. Maybe I could get rid of this in favor of slabs again, but it seemed glitchy, right?
There too. How does that affect anything? Seems to still work. Can I move these wheels at all to make the turning better? If the turning pivoted more in the middle, it'd be better, right? I think I can position these two. I switched to strength by accident. If I really move those in a bit. And move them back a bit somehow. .5 distance. How does the turning now? Still struggling to get around things entirely. Maybe I need to drive better. Oh, cool. I got a time for the raid I'm waiting for. That makes it so I don't have to stop my stream in a tizzy rushing to get to that. Because I can turn regardless of forward or backward, and that helps me maneuver. I think I can parallel park my way to places. Okay. I wonder if the other smaller wheels would have worked better too. This is certainly at an angle. If I made the front longer, it'd be at less of an angle. If I made it so the front could turn too, it'd be less of an angle. If I revisited the swivel bearing idea, I can make the whole top turn with the track. My concern is if I turned and sort of like collided with the ground as I was turning because it's turning the thing, I feel like we would go flying in a glitchy mess. Most certainly. Can I squoze a rotation speed controller in here? Could I squoze analog transmission? I think. This analog transmission, because it behaves like a normal chain cogwheel. So I think I can connect it to a chain cogwheel here instead. I hope. Did not seem to. And now I'm concerned. Because I need the rotation to go that way. Huh. A puzzle. Here's some space. Get a better look at this whole situation. slap the controller transmission here, but it'd have to be here. Because it outputs from the cogwheel, not straight through it. And then, what a mess. And then, let me get a throttle lever. So that'll be my go stick. Now I could at this point just like have it be one engine, one motor, but it's not going to have the capacity for that. It is engine. It's not going to have the stress units if I do that to go fast. These can't go sideways. Well, aren't you just full of dilemmas for me? They can't go sideways. Do I do more chain drive nonsense? I don't want to. But I'll do it like this. It's just bulking up the weight of my craft unnecessarily with my own inefficiency. But I can make a transmission and linkage joint connection now. Even if it's weird. It might be too close. They aren't too close. How about that? Grab the creative blaze cakes. Oh gosh, I just accidentally deleted that. What just happened to me? The game froze after I accidentally deleted that. Oh, my whole game crashed. Oh no. Hold on 1 second. I'm rebooting it. That was untowards. I'm gonna go blow my nose while this is rebooting. I'll be right back. I'm back, and the game just loaded. Hopefully we did not lose too much progress in that crash. The crashes are few and far between at least. Something like weird and laggy happened. I didn't think I left clicked, but maybe I did by accident. Sorry. Oh, this is quite the view. My game's loading. What is going on? Okay, Figura has loaded in the top right corner behind my overlay. Or at least it's telling me there's a new version that I can't use on this mod pack. New version available. Let me play. Let me play my game. I'm gonna switch it back to the other stream while it's still loading here. It's like not responding. Can I get to the log? Is this just my crash from earlier? I don't know why we're taking so long to load here. Ugh. Hang on a minute. I don't know what's happening. My game isn't working right now. 1 second. I'm like restarting my entire Minecraft launcher this time. I'm gonna reload it again. I think one of the universal joints I put on, it's crashing again. I think one of the universal joints I put on is causing a actual stack overflow error in the log, and it started happening when I broke that engine, because I guess I just like broke a connection some way and it really did not like it. I'm not sure how to free my creative world from this right now, but now I know maybe to be more wary of that block and its capabilities. Yeah, it won't even show my Minecraft on the stream because it's just like a crash screen. Well, shoot. I might call it there abruptly. I'm sorry. I think we made good progress on that vehicle if I can manage to get it back. But I gotta fix whatever is happening here between now and the next stream, and I've got to get going pretty soon here. I really wanted to work and to play a bit longer here, though. I ended up having a lot more time right now than I thought I would. I'm trying to find, like, the start of the error, but it's just, like, a bajillion create kinetic stuff. Oh, I think I found it. Failed to process a synchronized task of the payload. No, it's some other error, I think. Did Zero's minimap crash me? Okay, I've got to like study this log, this crash log, clearly. Something really strange happened there. If you join me, I'm glad you did and know that you matter. And I hope I'll see you again. But this is bye-bye for tonight, possibly. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye-bye, creatures.